Another thing I would also not recommend.
Oh no! Did you pick one up?
Is this it? Are we
So
here?
yeah, as I was in the process of getting sick, or shortly before I got sick, I went and acquired the Atari VCS, which is Atari's new game platform. I guess I would call it. It's a computer.
Not a hotel. Okay.
Not a hotel. I don't think it's mining crypto.
As far as you know.
As far as I know, I don't know. It's the light on it is blinking because I left it in standby mode. So who knows what it's doing?
Crypto mode.
I don't know, man. So they pack a couple of controllers in the box. I'm holding up the classic controller, which they have tried to make look like the original Atari 2600 joystick.
It has a swivel thing. You said it swivels.
Spins. So yeah, it spins like a paddle also. So in theory, if you wanted to play Breakout with this, you could spin it here, and then you've got an additional back button down on the side. And the red lights light up when you push in a direction.
All right.
It feels like absolute crap.
Oh no.
The spinner on it feels very like lightweight. The spinner feels like I'm breaking it as I spin it. It feels like I'm gonna unscrew it and it's gonna pop off on my hand. And it's the modern controller, which is meant to just approximate the Xbox 360 standard controller.
Oh yeah.
Feels like a really crappy third-party budget ass controller of this type. It's not a great. You can kind of it just supports Bluetooth. You could hook up a better controller if you wanted to. And then it comes with Atari VCS Vault Volume 1, which is Code Mystics developed. Code Mystics has developed a lot of Atari emulated compilations over the years, and this is a smattering of like not particularly well emulated vector games like Major Havoc, and I believe Tempest is in that, and then a bunch of Atari 2600 games like Yar's Revenge, and that sort of stuff. And those are the games you get with it. The games they show on the back of the box for this thing are all from that collection. And so it's like they're trying to be like, it's a modern classic reimagined. Anyway, here's a picture of Adventure 2 for the 5200. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what? Like,
this thing costs $400, remember?
That is
$100.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, $400. That's the right reaction.
$50 more than a Xbox Series S? Like,
more than an OLED Switch.
You get two controllers.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So it defaults to 1080p. And in the display settings, it has the ability to set it to 4K. And so
I can play my Atari games in 4K. My vector-based, cool.
Unless you want a smooth frame rate.
You're kidding.
In which case, I would recommend sticking to 1080.
Okay.
The menus drag more. But if you have this thing set to 4K, it runs at like seconds per frame instead of frames per second. Like there's no... there's no consideration for like, hey, we know that this game only runs at 1080, so we're going to make some adjustments here, or whatever it is. There was nothing in place to say, like, it defaulted to 1080, and I was like, okay, well, let's I have a 4K TV, so let's set it to that. I mean, the box says like play games and stream in 4K. I'm like, okay, I mean, set it to 4. I've got a 4K TV. I should set it to 4K. It made that Gun Tech game load for, I want to say, close to a minute before it finally launched. And then once it got there, it was just like, and setting it back to 1080 fixed that problem.
That's
they don't even give you all of the Atari games. So they're selling for $5 Atari VCS Vault Volume 2.
$5.
So like for
what we got?
They can't even be bothered to give you the full collection.
This is unbelievable. Imagine you boot this up and you're like, you know what, $5 for the second volume? Yeah, I feel like that'll really round out the experience.
Right, $405. This is a hell of a deal, but
like that $5 extra bucks. I didn't think it was going to make a difference, but here we are.
So there's a Plex client for it as well. There's some apps. There's Apple TV, and Twitch and stuff like that. I downloaded the Plex client. And it appears, I'm just guessing here, the Plex app appears to be 6K installed, not even a megabyte. So I'm pretty
What?
sure it's just running because Plex can run out of a web browser.
Yeah, so it's just
As a
linking
client.
you to the web
And so
version.
I'm pretty sure it's just like it's
Hyperlink.
just a text file that says plex.tv/app.
Nice.
And it's just launching you to that. It is, and I have seen Plex running on a wide variety of devices over the years.
Sure.
It is the worst, most ill-performing Plex client I think I have ever seen.
You just gotta run it in
geez.
1080, man. You just gotta.
I will
drop
go
4K.
Yeah,
pull
no,
my
480.
D-Link boxy box out of the garage and hack that to run a slightly better version. I'm pretty blown away by just top to bottom, like the performance out of this thing. I wasn't going in with super high expectations, but like, damn, this thing it's brutal. Also, when I went to go download Gun Tech, which is 3.4 gigabytes, it took about 4 hours to download 3 gigs.
It's on PSN then, was it?
Yeah.
Have you gone and sort of like, presumably, like you said, all the backers who supported this thing? I wonder, like, I'm sure they are all very mad, but has anyone tried to rationalize it to the point of like, hey, this thing's great once you like really figure out to not use it?
Absolutely,
or-
right? There must
There
be.
has
All
to
of
be-
them are.
Like, that's what I
there
need
has
now.
to be some kind of like community of people who are like fully on board, going like, no, this is a sick device, man.
That is the best.
I can reboot into PC mode and do computer things. I can reboot into game mode and play Gun Tech. And
It supports
Oh,
4K.
no.
okay, let's.
Shit.
Not even
Like,
the Xbox supports 4K natively.
All right, here's
no,
here's
no
the-
upscaling.
I need that forum. I need it.
it's
What's
it's
the
Reddit
subreddit?
and it is just Atari VCS, all one word.
Just
Lead post
sad
is
bastards.
I'm about to give up. Any suggestions? I don't know. Like, oh man, okay. Someone in chat just linked to they posted this yesterday, the Atari VCS Twitter account, and they've got a picture. This picture is fucking incredible. With Google Chrome on the Atari VCS, checking emails, joining a video conference, and shopping online is simple as can be. And they've
What
got a
the
picture of one of these things with a
fuck?
USB stick sticking out of it on someone's fucking desk with a mouse and keyboard, like they're using it like an actual computer. Which you could do that.
Yeah, I mean,
could.
What?
You got a phone?
You could do that.
I mean,
You could.
I just who on the earth is doing that?
It's I don't think people should buy one. Just in conclusion, if that's not apparent, I maybe would say take a pass on the Atari VCS. It doesn't seem like it's a good value